Yes. So I sometimes I'll do this with clients, like just as a way to um, be able to further their treatment at home. And if they're like, as I'm doing a session, if there's something that I want to tell people about why I'm doing a specific point or what that point is doing, for their body and things like that. They like it kind of helps to kind of have that seed planted of like, okay, this is why she's doing what she's doing. So this is kind of a general anxiety stress treatment that I do on a lot of clients. And it's really helpful um, just to kind of like ground the system and settle the system. So what I do, a lot of stress and a lot of anxiety is about too much energy going upwards into your head. And so what I like to do is start from the top of the head and then work my way down. And so what I do is at the very like crown of your head. So if you put your fingers on the tops of your ears and then draw a straight line up to where they meet on your head. So that's, basically the crown of your head. Yep.
Am I in the right place?
Yep. Just
Okay.
right there. If you kind of press on that, or, you can press, you can tap, you could even just hold that point, but, some kind of stimulation to that point. That point is called 1,000 ancestors. And so it's the closest point from from us kind of up to the heavens. So kind of opening up and stimulating that point is kind of inviting the wisdom of 1,000 ancestors in. So what that's helpful for is like memory issues, or if you've got like a monkey mind, like racing thoughts, your brain can't turn off. That's a really good point for that.
How long do you hold it?
It doesn't have to be super long. Like you can, tap it or hold it for, I don't know, 15 to 30 seconds, but
And
it
can you
doesn't
do
have to be
that
long.
anywhere? Or do you want to be somewhere you can close your eyes and be calm?
It can be anywhere. Like if you're in the middle, like my acupuncturist would do that before I went and took finals. And so she showed me where that point was. And so like as I was studying for it, I would just kind of, like tap that point to help my memory with while I was studying for finals.
No, I'm just going to tell everybody I'm doing this exercise and I have really bad TMJ. And when I pushed at the top of my head, I actually felt my jaw relaxing.
Oh, cool.
So I just wanted to share with everyone that this does actually work. And just so you know, I've never done this before.
Cool. Cool. I love hearing patients
So
experience with that.
sharing with you all that does work.
Okay, great. I'm so glad. The next one that I like to pair with this one is kind of that third eye point. So right in between your eyebrows. So like putting those two together is really, really good for calming your mind. If you even like if you rub this point on like dogs or babies, like you'll just kind of see their eyes just start to float closed. So this is a really good point for, calming an overactive mind, calming if you're just really stressed out, things like that.
It doesn't mean that you're just exacerbated, right? I think
Yeah,
my
yeah,
mom used
you
to do
can do
that
that
when
too.
she's like
Yeah.
tired of me talking to her. She'd be like,
Yeah. I mean, if you're exacerbated, then you do need to calm down a little bit. um, there's another point that I really like to do. A lot of times when people are feeling really stressed or anxious, they're not doing a good job of like taking a really full deep breath in. Like whether it's, into their belly, like they're just breathing very shallowly or they kind of forget to breathe. And so what that can cause is feeling either like a constriction in the chest or like a really heavy sensation in the chest. And so there's a point on the sternum that it's in the fourth rib space, but basically, it's kind of like right in the middle of the sternum, kind of in between where, kind of like where your nipples should be.
so can
So
you
kind of
count,
maybe.
right? Here's your clavicle. So
Mm-hmm.
one, I don't know if you can see mine, two, three, four. So
Yep.
right here.
Yeah,
Okay.
that point is tender on a lot of people.
Yeah, I feel
Um,
tenderness.
yeah. So, pressing on that point should really just open up your chest, kind of, allow yourself to take a really deep breath and kind of just have that cleansing moment of, okay, I can breathe now. Um, And the last point, I'm not going to show you exactly where it is because it would involve looking at my foot and that's weird. But um, so if you pretend that my hand is my foot.
Okay. You can look at my foot.
Okay.
Hopefully let me to make sure my feet are clean.
I
Okay.
did shower this morning, but yeah.
Okay. Because I mean, we have to get some entertainment here. So here's
Right.
my foot.
Okay. So in between your second and third toes.
So here.
Yep. On the bottom of your foot, you kind of roll over the ball of the foot. Yep.
Here. Okay.
So right below, yeah, right over the ball of the foot. That is the lowest point on the body, and it's really good for like grounding that energy. So we started at the top to kind of like, open our minds and relax our minds. We also need to bring that energy all the way down. And so pressing on that point is really good for bringing all of that excess energy that's up here when we're stressed and anxious all the way down to the bottom, to the bottom of the body, and be able to kind of give us that like clear, cool head that allows us to, be able to think clearly, to be able to.
So am I in the right place?
You are, yes.
Okay. So everybody can see where that is because I don't think you want to look at my feet anymore.
So this is really great for if you are not sleeping well. This is a really good point for insomnia. If you are feeling really stressed out and like season and location permits, like going and walking barefoot in the grass is really helpful just to kind of ground all that energy. You could also do, if you're not sleeping well, if you're really stressed, you could also do like foot soaks. And that, is kind of treating that area and that point just to help, just kind of give you a sense of like, okay, I am standing in my own 2 feet. I can handle this situation. I don't need to get caught up in all of the noise up here. I can kind of resettle back into my own body. So those are just a few of the points that I do for, high stress, high anxiety patients. There's lots more that I do, but those are just some easy ones people can do at home.
Well, thank you for sharing those. I mean, I think it's always helpful to anytime we can have some extra tools in our toolbox to help us be more grounded and kind of calm that monkey brain and the stress and anxiety that we have, whether we're dealing with illnesses or just modern life, which is stressful in itself. So thank you very, very much, Brianna, for giving us a really great history on acupuncture and how it can help us. And just so y'all know that Brianna is with Full Circle Acupuncture. And you're located in Littleton, Colorado, correct?
Yes, I am.
All right. And we will have all her information at the end of this recording so that you guys can reach out to her. And I highly suggest that you reach out. She has lots of things to help all of us, from illnesses to stress to, whatever, kind of a lot of different things, really and truly, in your healing journey or just your journey to stay healthy. So thank you. I'm Leah Hughes with Mountain Roots Holistic Healthcare for joining us today and learning more about acupuncture.
Thank you, Leah, for having me.
You're welcome.